Learn. It's not fixing anything. Okay. I'm fine. Also, who else loved that song? Like you. Because that is one of the good ones. Say it again. I said it out of my head. Myself like you. Why is my thing off side? Oh, hold on. I don't have it correctly positioned. There we go. That looks better. What? What? Got ahead. Glad to give. I'm glad that you're enjoying this, Mongoose. It looks like it's not registering me. Give me one moment. It's not reacting to me. Excuse me, camera. Wanna do acid, acid. On. Um, it's not showing my camera working. Now it shows my camera working and its camera's falling. Well, okay. My camera just fell. Hi, Graham. There we go. It's still not registering my camera. Hold on. I had still lost the. Accent. There we go. Mongoose likes it when I sing. I don't know why. I have a terrible singing voice. I don't know why Mongoose is so happy. Pinch me. Continue on with our little story. Do you? Why do I get the feeling that I shouldn't allow this? And Mongoose. I knew it. Mongoose, I sing almost all the time I hear arrows in action. I'm sorry. I'm done. I'm coming now. Hmm? I'm affected by the time. Oh, Legend. Hello. Dad. I love Jack speak and tongue. Tell me when happy. Um, I'm dumb and comfortably no. Um, poor mongoose. Uh, stop playing music now so I can actually, you know. Don't know why. Glad to find my character attractive, mongoose. Yes. Technically a hood. Oh, that's right. Hold on, give me one. Perhaps. I don't think I could technically hide you in it. Oh! I could hide you in it, mongoose. My hair's kind of in the way of you, but hey, I could hide you in it. That you can't see it. I know I'm here. Okay, so we left off here. This is really long demo. I don't. Most levels I played aren't this long. Okay. I would like to state I did post it earlier today, but I am gonna stay here. Got it, Mom. I will not be streaming next Wednesday. I will be going and touching grass out in New York. That is right. I'm heading to New York on Wednesday. I'm only there for the day. That is it. That is all info you're getting me on that. But yeah. Yes, boys. Hear me. But I will be busy that day. I am leaving roughly at 5 a.m. To go there, and then I think I'll be coming back God knows when in the afternoon. But I do know that I may be too tired. Especially I'm an introvert here, people. So I'm going to be talking to actual people that day. So I don't know if I'll even have the energy to stream. Hence why Wednesday, Fortnite, and everything is. Mongoose just left. I don't know if he's still here though. He is. Yes, they will be talking back. Maybe not to me. I'm also accompanied by some other people out with. But yeah. So that Wednesday stream. Very sorry. I will attempt to. Did I play it on stream? What you're sending me? Do I want to play it on stream? Is the question actually. Absolutely not. I will mute for a second and listen. You didn't make up your. Also, I'm sorry. My model's looking right at my head and moving, dying. Oh, face is a little. I just read the name. Hold on. I don't want to like blast it. My God. What the fuck? Fuck. I'm gonna just do a thing. Give me one more. Where's Monk? Uh, the yeah. Nope. I just sent that shit to Mongoose saying Grim said this is you. I now regret that. I am stopping that and just continuing on with my little reading thing that I haven't even gotten started yet. And it's been, what, 20 minutes? I feel that. I feel that what? Was well, automatically no. Reese is going to be playing the Blood Moon event. TBD because of Victoria's new skin. After doing all that to my stream, you just gonna exit now? Alrighty, it's time to actually get started with the talking. What? I gave voice trauma. I don't think that's a bop. Pop, pop. Alrighty. You move further down until the edge will see you again. You're wrapped up like a leaf, like a loaf of bread in a grocery bag. Why are you saying training? What do you mean Duolingo training? Huh? I don't need to be. I need to drop kick Crow. That is all I need to do is just drop kick him. And my bangs, they're getting my face again. Whatever you say, Grim. Mama got to her feet, taking a short jog over the far wall of the room. With a finger to the light switch, but kept her gaze down on you. The expression on her face was. And how did that happen, Grim? Hmm. Surprised. Good night, Beanie. Good night, Mom. Sweet dreams. You smell better. Night kiss. You start out better. You rolled. Night, Mom. Room went pitch black. Like, while your eyes were trying to adjust, you heard the shuffling sounds of Mama. She joined you on the floor again. Those noises, Mama didn't. Do you want me to scroll back and give her and blow her a kiss voice? Is that what you want? Music. You said it, not me. Very good night kiss. There you go. A better voice. That better. Room went pitch black with a click. Stop. Mama didn't talk anymore. There weren't sounds of cars passing by. There was thumping in your ears, and you thought you have heard a creak somewhere. Tonight, voices were a lot different than what you had experienced with. They were so quiet and distant, made you notice them more than if they were clear. You'd have to get to know the sounds better. Another part of the house's personality. You're okay with that. It was normal time to get familiar with each other. You pressed your eyes shut. Your heads, your thoughts of town, Mama, you and Tamrick, the first day of school. Waiting for that. Well, not that bad, but did. You really did. I don't think that was really much of a yes, thing to miss. I didn't sing smut. I did not. Graham asked me to play a song for Mongoose. Mongoose left, so I just played it anyway. I've learned. I did not sing it. I sent it to Mongoose. He actually messaged me back. Need not to share my. I have an imprint. Why do I need to play this song, Risa? This is ruining my. I regret this. God. My poor thigh. That was an imprint on it. I am. just realized Mongoose disappeared from my shoulder. This game is supposed to be cute. This song is not cute. I go back to my cute game now. Game. No, let's not send another Grim. Even if you send another, I will not play it. That was so tame. I don't think it's bad. But this is supposed to be a cute game, and that song did not go with this game at all. Let's not play that one then. Oh. Not until you're later. This is indeed true. Voice is only here for the moms in the game. Oh, Risa, I don't know. Risa, did you see the other mom? In the other one that was playing? Did. I don't think you were there when I met her. Would you like to see her? Cute. You're not wrong. Something along that line was said. But this is Ko's mom. She is gorgeous. Phone back to Okay. Now I'm going to continue on my game here. You and Tamara. He tossed and turned in the squishy cocoon, wanting to sleep so tomorrow would come soon, but too excited to do so. It was way too long night. Then your second day in Golden Grove. Was dear. This is indeed true. Well, again, we mentioned it earlier, but occasionally you'll get the opportunity to change what you're wearing during the game. You may also be able to take off accessories like hats and scarves during certain in-game moments. If you don't want to bother with changing your outfit, you can toggle these sections off from your details screen and fill on the right to find it. Oh, so you, Grim. Wonder how everyone's gonna feel about when I actually the new outfit I have. I do have an idea of what the new maid outfit's gonna look like. No one else will though. Turning off the dress sections means that layers you choose to take off keep wearing to be your preference for what you wear indoors for the rest of step 1 until you turn on the dress up sections again. You need a ghost mom. What, you want me to turn into her? You know, I now need to ask this. Boys, who of the moms do you like better? We're not counting our mom in this game because we haven't actually known her for long. So, is it Cove's mom? I did do the lunges. Or the MC's mom. There's two moms, but we'll go with mom who has the bun in her hair, or no, you gotta choose one, or the one with the short purple hair now. Gotta choose one. Which one is the favorite? I need to know this now. Because I have a favorite. Purple. No lie, voice. We are the same. She is also my favorite. Love your face, Teresa. She is the reason why I dyed my hair all purple the one time. Yep. All my hair was all purple at one point. Maybe I'll do that again. I have all purple hair. That's gonna be a pain in the butt to change my hair. Oh my god, maybe not. Maybe I will. What's with that look for, Graham? Nothing wrong with dyeing hair. I think the last time I actually put a poll up for dyeing hair, people chose red. And I still haven't done that yet. I might have to dye it red. Maybe I'll do the. Then after that phase, I'll go purple. I want to pick the outfits. Have fun. Thank you. So this is our little character. Look how cute we made her. Look at the freaking bear freaking things. Her head. I'm gonna keep them. You want candy? I don't have candy. Well, actually, I do technically have candy. I have Pocky. I do have plushies. Boys has supplied me with some plushies now. I don't think we're really gonna change it. I got a message on that I haven't checked yet. Go sleep. Go get some sleep. Glad you too. Good night. But your second day has only just arrived. Only one corner of the world outside the window had any sunlight. The rest was all shadows. The lights in the house had to be turned on for you to see your own hands. You loved when it was that early. Your mama had to work really hard to get you up. Didn't mind that. You thought it would be criminal to make people have to be awake this early. Loved when that early. Everything felt different when the morning was beginning, and you got to relax in the quiet space for a little while. The packing wouldn't be started until after the I could speak. The packing wouldn't be started again until a lot later. That's what your mama said when you were brushing your teeth. Now you both only had what was already out. Food around to eat was still the same stuff from yesterday. It was what you had for breakfast already. And you could see your mama packing it into a brown paper bag for lunch too. That was the last of the preparation she had to do for your school. You're pretty sure. Your mama really wanted to be the one to get your supplies for the day together. Put stacks of stapled papers, a notebook, your pencil case, a ruler, and more into your backpack. Mama had kept the pack on the middle seat of the car to make sure it would be right there when it was time to use for class. If it had gone missing, maybe you wouldn't have to carry your stuff. Maybe he would have had to carry your school stuff in a cardboard box. The same way you had to bring everything else you owned to this place in big pack. You washed her from your comfy spot on your sleeping bag. You already got dressed for the day, but that didn't mean you couldn't sit in bed again. There wasn't anywhere else to. Then you'd be leaving the new old house, neighborhood, and all the parts of Golden Grove you hadn't seen so far. Next up into the unknown was North Acres Elementary School. My back hurts. Try to imagine what it was like. Full thoughts were shaken out of your head when a muffled thumping sound filled up the air. Mama slowly lowered her full hands down to the counter. At the same time, her head and eyebrows went up. Yes, already at this hour? Mama left your lunch bag incomplete on the tabletop and went to investigate the knocking. You got to go see too. You ran to stick by your mama's side. Dashed forward to beat your mama to opening the door. You stayed sitting on your sleeping bag. You got to your feet while calling over. Mama, can I answer? Pressing your hands into the tiny stuffed bedding underneath you as you get off the floor. You got to reply before you finish dancing. Yes, you may. Went over and joined Mama at the start of the entryway, where she waited for you. Reached up to get both your hands around the long handle of the front door, pressing it down, giving it stiff board a firm tug. Clicked open. There's a head screen your eyes to adjust from the complete brightness inside to the pale down outside. Standing tall on the welcome mat, seemingly totally at home at your home, was a new friend you had met the day before, Mr. Q Lin. His fluffy hood was tucked snugly around his head. He didn't usually do that, at least based on how much you knew it was usual for him. It was because the air was somewhat even more skin prickling cold than it was during the day or evening. You shuddered just from the wind coming in through the opening. That sight of you there, a twinkly grin took over his face. He bopped onto the balls of his feet, getting even taller to greeting. Good morning. Seeing who it was, you scooted past your mama to stand by Q on the pool. You drastically shoved past your mama to stand by Q on the pool. Nervously shifted behind your mama. The balls of the feet. Everyone has them. Please. Did you not know that? Pretty funny. Think about it. Started in place, then dove to hide behind your mama's legs. Stayed there to greet the guests. Stood in place, wondering if it was too late to go back to the living room. Scooted past your mama, stand by him. You puffed up completely, pleased that you come home. Mirrored your move so he was facing you instead of mom. I don't know why you said smutty. I have done nothing. I was told to. Oh. Hi, hello. Coming to you. You're visiting my house. What are you doing here, you ask? What are you doing here, you ask curiously. You waved excitedly. You waited bashfully. You really waited for it. You're there for it. I had plans. You stay put in the new place he took out, angled his head up and over to give his phone. I'm Mr. Keelan. I'm your neighbor in the same. Who was met yesterday? Ah, yes, I've heard. I've been anticipating getting to meet you. Those feelings were well placed. You're so polite. Sorry, I had to just drink a lot of water. He straightened out the line of his banana, both giggling cheekily as he made direct eye contact with you. Well, somebody wasn't talking about me. I hope it was enough. Now I should introduce myself. Well, I'm Miss Second. Nice to meet you. Can I speak with Beanie for a second? There's something I want to talk to her about. Softly, drifted down to you without looking back at him. Your mom. Bean, fine. I'll finish getting your bag ready, Beanie. You clasped his hands together. Thank you very much. He really is the player. Mama let a content smile rest on her face as she walked back inside the house, alone with Q. She looked back at him eagerly. Morning, and Dad was already. What did you want to say? Q didn't beat around the bush. Probably didn't with anyone. Came right out with. Want to walk to school together? It's the first day. Turned his shoulders and held out a hand, counting off points on his finger. We're going to the same place in the same grade. There's a good chance we'll be in class. Going together make everything so easy. Yeah, okay. Thank you. You're so nice. If only you're sure. Only if you're sure. He gave a nod of gave a nod of agreement. No, no thanks. Sorry. Shook your head and disagreed. But that's just easier for me. What's in it for you? I don't need your help. You don't have to help me. You stared at him with wide eyes. But that's just easier. What's in it for you? Get away. Too easy answer for that. Walking with you is what in it for me. It'll be fun. Yeah. Alright. He popped an enthusiastic double thumbs up. I think it makes a lot of sense that we go. His hands in his pockets, Q shifted the whole half top of his body diagonally over to one side. The tilt of his head really showed off the bend in his side. Oh. Fling an arm back out and arched the finger across there in front of both of your fingers. It might have been to stop you before you could say anything, or to keep himself from forgetting whatever else he wanted. And it wouldn't just be us. I'm going to keep going down the cul-de-sac to Granny's house, so I can ask Cameron next. That's it. So what do you think? About all three of us walking together? It's a good plan, right? Yeah, that does make sense. I'll come. That's a great idea. Yeah, I'll come. Shaki has smart ideas sometimes, he said teasingly. I guess. Could have gone alone. Now you changed your mind. You're not in agreement. You shake your head. I changed your let's do the like all the time. One hand behind again. I look at my backpack and tell I'll wait here for you. I with Q for a second, but didn't bother closing the door. Slamming your feet against the floor was the only noise. Couldn't have snuck up on Mama. Each step he took brought you closer, and it made her face grow larger. But she didn't get distracted from her job. Her gaze stuck to the counter. And placed one more paper into your backpack and snapped the plastic clasp on the top flap close. That's secure, she prompted, picked the bag up by the loop handle. Lowered herself down to your height by bending her knees up. Then she offered the backpack over. Exceptional timing, dear. Here, you're set to go. It was nice and light when you took the pack from her. That wouldn't last. Soon you'd have agile school around with you. What happened with your guests, Steve? He answered the question while looping one arm at the other into the wide opening back straps. He's out there still. He wants me to walk to school. Can I go? Shifted the grip to the dangly ends of the armband. Then gave a swift tug to the straps. Fully secured the bag against you. Came over to ask you that? Talk about convenient. Now Mr. Lin must know the way far better than I do. Certainly can walk together. That was exactly what you thought, she said. Not on her to understand. As she smiled, her face lit up softly like the early morning sunshine outside. Mama pinched the tip of your chin between her thumb and her. Enjoy your first day. There's only one of them per year. She was right. It was your school year in a brand new town. Anything could happen from. It was an adventure, and you were ready for it. Through the open door, you could see you waiting patiently on your porch still. Turned his back to the house and sat looking around the neighborhood. Came to his side and knocked attention. But his gaze didn't go to yours and went right to the backpack he had on. You grinned. I told Mama. Smacked his hands together, enthusiastic. All right, time to go. You know, Beanie, it's been forever since I got to walk with a friend. Here's. You perked your ears, going super alert. He said you were friends. It only happened a second ago, but it replayed in your head and made your stomach feel fluttery. You're friends. Glad we're friends. Me. This is great. You really think we're friends? Yeah, thanks for being my friend. I knew you liked me. Your joke. You didn't know what to say. I knew you liked me. Your joke. Be warmer if he hurt his coat. A smirk went across his whole face. He was full of concern. He might, but you never know. Maybe he was warm enough with all that. I mean, he got a code, and technically, I don't even from. Did we say where we're from? Oh no. I don't remember. But I do have to ask a question. So, besides this part, there are two moments that go with this that they made. And to look into what the second part is. Do you want to do the moments, or should we just go and look at the second part? I kind of want the moments to be kind of like a surprise. We can see the names at least, but okay if we don't do the moments. Well, I don't mind doing the moments, but when the game actually comes out, I want to be like, wow, look at that, look at this. But I also know they're like in the demo, so it's like they're there to for you to like see what it's all about. I'm pressing buttons on my thing. Don't need to. There we go. I fixed it. My thing, by the way, is my heater, which is what is heating my feet up. But yeah. They're there just to like show you how to do the. And we're technically are doing a moment, the intro. But it's really cool. It's killing me, voice. I have a pain. So, I don't think I mentioned this, but I hurt my lower back when I was in high school. Um, so sometimes my lower back will get really tensed up. So when I like go to move, I have to be careful. Like right now, if I were to move right now, it's very tense. I move any which way, it will hurt. But the reason why it's hurt is because I pulled a muscle, and hence why it's hurt. And once you pull a muscle, it's easy to pull it over and over and over again. But so I had to like, I can get around it. I know how to get around it. I just had to like angle a certain way to get up so it doesn't hurt. But yeah. I know. Yeah. It is very weird though. I keep leaning back or like to the side because I normally have my chair so that the back was to the side. The back of the chair was to the side, you know? So I would like lean against it slightly, and I keep attempting to do that. You know, I kept doing it when I was playing Power with Mad Dog, and I just kept remembering I don't have a back. I don't have anything to help me hold myself up if I lean backwards. Terrifying. Also, I have a bruise now. Let me tell you all that. I got a bruise. So the ottoman is like really close up to like the top. There's like 6 or so inches from maybe not even that. 6 inches or lower from the top of the ottoman to the table. The table has a side, which is what I'm being bruised on. Because every time I like sit down, my the side of my knee gets hit by it sometimes. So I have a slight bruise forming from there, from that. It's just from repetitive nature. But other than that, everything's. Mm-hmm. I do, and I knew that you liked me. You easily swiveled on the way around on his heels. He firmly planted his feet onto the floorboards of the porch to close out his move. Then he confidently strode forward and leaped over the little steps to get onto the ground. He had places to be, and nothing was in his way. Hadley went along with him down the stone path, past the fence, and onto the neighborhood sidewalk. It took less than a minute to go around the bendy curve of your neighborhood that led to the last point. Least colorful home on the Timrick's house, also her own man, Opa's house. You and you wandered right into the uncharted territory of their porch. You tapped out of a knock. You reached to knock. You pressed the doorbell button. Are you ready? We're gonna press the doorbell. Made a ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling sound until you took your hand off. My redeems don't play sounds? What? Oh, please tell me you're joking. I heard that. Can she not hear that? Are you sorry? I swear to God, boys, if you tell me that you can hear them, and I just been looking around, I might go crazy. Not the first time that they haven't been working. Maybe the first time in a longest time, though. Oh, they changed everything around. What the fuck? Oh, that's uh try sound alert now voice. Give me my tester.
Boop.
Thing. Okay. Apparently, sound alert has a new little has a little box to check now in OBS where OBS can where you can do the whole sound thing. So
Boop.
I can't hear it. Why can't I hear it? I can't hear it though. I hear it that time. Can you hear, guys? You guys hear that? I see her. Cat made. All the son of a If I... try it now? I'm sorry. We're having a night monk
Boop.
for that. Try it now. I got it. I got it. There we go. Okay, I got it. We're learning. I'm learning. I can do this. Heard it. That's fine. And only been here what, an hour? Okay. So the little OBS button had to be clicked for y'all to hear it, and I had to turn on monitor and ow, that hurt. Monitor and output so we both actually hear it. So just y'all. I'm smart. I'm so sleepy. Not, not big brain being. Whatever that was not. He brought his arms to his side, shook his head to readjust the way his hair fell around his shoulders, and positioned himself squarely in the center of the entry. The old door began to jiggle in its frame like it was shivering cold from being outside this early. But someone was fiddling with the up on the other side. The door swung wide open, powdery, and the ghost of flowery perfume air coming out from deep inside the house. Still clasping the hand and leaning their head against it, Tamarick was there to greet you. She had her bag and scarf on for the day already. Hello. Good morning, Tamarick. Her eyes popped open. Jen looked to see who was at her door before saying hello. Tell who it was from that answer. Tamarick's tone a voice line even more. You and Beanie. You're both here. Hi. Good morning, Tamarick. That's right. We came to ask you to go to school with us. You did her. You learned your guys, Charlotte. You want to walk to school together? That's right. We came to ask you. You follow your invitation with a nod. We're all going that way. Be cool to walk as a group. You blinked rapidly many times and all in a row. The soft pink light, her eyelashes looked almost like shimmering dragonfly wings. Wow, okay, I want to come. She twisted almost the whole way around, turning her back to you. You just barely glimpsed the darkened hall behind. Carefully, then leaned over, bending her knees, proudly shining into the depths of the gray house. I'm going to school now. Her loud, high-pitched call echoing throughout the hallway. Have a good day, young lady. Tamara hopped forward. It was small, but that was all it took to go from being in her house, being in the outside world. Took the doorknob with her to slam the door shut. I'm ready. The quickness of all that was too much, and Q needed a second to catch up with it. But when he did, he chuckled. Perfect. And by the way, people don't always call Q, especially at school. I nicknamed it Autumn because that's what my name. Oh, okay. I like Q. You do? Thanks. We're gonna try using the nickname sometimes. Try to keep using special names. We're gonna try using. No, I can speak. Apparently not though. Autumn lazily settled his hands onto his hips. Eyes moved off, even though there was nothing special to see them. Guess we actually gotta go to class. Yeah. Pumped her fist up and down, hair in a pattern that matched the pace of her yes. I don't know if we're actually gonna finish it because I do know there's some more stuff. I think we'll get to um at least through the class or the school day. Yeah, school day, I guess. And I want to end it there. So I'm sleepy now. Here we go. I hope we're not gonna let you sound really excited. Cute. Glad you're coming, Tamara. Yeah, you sighed. Yeah, you cheered along with Tamarick. How wide? Or we cannot go, you teased. Not go, he said plainly. You sound really excited, Cute joked. All closer together, you and Tamarick tramped off the white wind porch. The full set of cul-de-sac kids hit the road again. The trip was almost the opposite of last time. The sun was coming up instead of going down, curling the neighborhood instead of going back to it. That wasn't really stood out to you. A little bit, maybe you already could compare it to last time. And you could guess that this journey with them wasn't natural last time. If it ever happened. It just became the last time it happened before the new. First part of the school trip wasn't hard. There was only one way out of your neighborhood unless someone hiked out wherever the woods went. That'd be cool. Maybe you'll be able to do that someday. The actual path forward had you brush past the forest fork. It originally led you to Emmerich. But you weren't stuck with the same limits as before. This morning you moved right on, without even stopping to check what might be hidden back there. Now you traveled even further. Woods crowded in closer and closer around the road that led out. Till suddenly structures began to appear in between the bushes. Thick overhang of leaves pulled apart to show the sky. The world unfolded ahead of you. Sunshine climbed mountains, barely tickle your cheeks. Stars still clustered against your back. You're right in the center of a windy mountain path. It flowed over the uneven ground, blanketing every small bump and bend like a black river. Blank River. Blank Black River. It was. I can. Maybe I need to go to sleep now. Along the street, huge wind poles rolls into the sky in a row that rivaled the trees, stretching phone lines and branches wove the whole town together. Even though Golden Grove was a lived-in place with man-made things, the vast wilderness was as much a neighbor to the residents as their real people. They tramped over the grass, pushing her arms in full length swing in front of her. Didn't get anywhere near the. His stride was a lot breezier. He took the spot in the line closest to the road, and didn't even check for cars. His eyes were aimed at the now visible sky, yet somewhere in between them. If Tamarick was a whoosh and was a breeze, you were like brushed about, twisting the angle of your head and taking in every new thing that surrounded you. All the air went out the window and he started moving his hands around even more than Tamarick. He frantically stuck his fingers in and out of each one of his pockets while poking his tongue out of the corner of his mouth. It was kind of worrying to you. What if he forgot something important? Maybe then you could lend him whatever he was like, aha. And it was paper. But it wasn't a special 10 pages. The thing you grabbed was a thick folded packet of white printed paper that was covered all over in tiny ink words. You could instantly tell what it was. That many papers stapled together with that many little words on them never came from one place. School. I might end it at the school because I still need to go and do something. He held it close to his face. He had his nose that was basically a book. For some reason he started Q and Tamrick. Which room did you get? For a second, Q peeked over the pages to look at both of you. Who's your teacher? Tamrick thought hard, but she didn't find an answer in her head. She squished her hand under the flap of her bag without unbuckling it. She had to find her own papers. I read it earlier. I remember Mom told me. I read it earlier. I'm gonna check. Mama told me, but I forgot. Oh, I know that. You finally made to check your school stuff too. School stuff too. Thought about it, and before long, you knew the answer. I'm in room 24 with Miss Murray. 24. I think they teach Murray. 24. The room name is Miss Murray. But she didn't tell him. You waited to see what they were going to say. Room 24 with Miss. He used thumbs to bend the paper down, stopped hiding his face, and he smiling. Wait, that's my room too. Trevor waved her packet in the air in a crinkly fury. Me three. We're all in the same class, he cheered. We're gonna be stuck together forever, you joked. We're gonna be stuck together forever. Closed your eyes and smiled. You're happy to get to share a class with Q. You're happy to get to share a class with Tamrick. You're happy to get to share a class with Q. Uh, you're happy. Your mama had given you the papers. You probably got them from his mom and dad, and Tamrick from her Omi and Opa. By being kind of different, the papers were all the same. It smelled in its regular spot and Q's all according to plan, if somehow could have planned it. See you. Yes, I see you. Bye. Roommates. He didn't need the packet for anything else, so he stuffed it into his pant pocket with a shrug of one shoulder. There's only 3 fifth-grade classes could have been in. He made sure it was deep enough to not just fall out. He brought both his arms into an even bigger shrug and chuckled. But Miss Murray, I almost made it without her being my teacher. It was close. Karen peered into his face, wide eyes, leaning over so much that she almost walked into her. She didn't have to say what her question was with words. Q got it. Don't worry, she's nice. She's the best teacher for you, too. He made very serious and reassuring A-OK sign with his fingers, but in an instant it snapped into a pointing gesture. And you're probably gonna be more shocked, but Miss Murray isn't just she's a mom. She has kids that are just her kids, not students. Ow. That's weird. Why would that be weird? I think you're weird, Q, he joked. I think you're weird, Q, said bluntly. I never wanted a teacher as my parent. It's kind of fun to have a parent who was a teacher, he stared at me. Stared at the two of them for how big deal they made it. Just watch walk. You're weird, Q. Say weird. I say one of a kind. But now I know where we're really going. I can bring us right to the door. The extra burst of confidence got Q to take a few strides ahead of you. Never giving it time. Jim bounced across the grass, kicking her knees high to catch up. She didn't let him keep the lead he took. Shirley caught up. You happily went up to them. You hung back. You happily went up to them. Ran forward to get back in the middle of the row. Great with grins from both of them. Your steps came back into a steady rhythm between them. Are you worried about going to school? Why don't you want Miss Murray for your teacher? Your Omi or Opa know anything about my house from before I moved here? Know anything about my house before I moved here? Why don't you want? Because she knows me. Not like how all the teachers met me because I go to that school. Dark brown eyes stretched open wide as they could. Whispered words were pulled out just as long. Deep secret confession. She really knows me outside of school and everything. The seriousness of it only lasted a second. Autumn laughed at it and so it's gonna be tough to get away with stuff now. I said Terry put on the shock expression cute put away. Well, I never seen a teacher outside of school. What did they leave? Pretty late usually, but they go home and do errands and stuff. I experienced it. Oh, that was interesting. I learned something new. The longer the walk went on, the more Terry's gaze was pulled to the forest edge. Along the road instead of what was right in front of her, steps drifted unevenly. You couldn't blame her. You had done the same during the trip a few times. But you were the only one who noticed her focus. Hey, so it's kind of funny how both of you like the woods that much. It's the only place I've seen here so far. Said it in the plainest way possible, and the words still make you gasp hard enough. Have you been places other than the forest? Yeah, lots. They're not good. I can't believe it. Not that big a deal. I think Derek's The town's not gonna be better. Hey, both places are pretty good. They're just different. And try to make Taryn kind of what she likes cute. It's mean to say the words are the only good place. Look on the bright side. There's more forest for her and more neighborhood for you. Didn't say anything about that. Bright side. There's more forest for her and more neighborhood for you. Uh, that starts in a minute. He shook off the shock Derek Saman hit him with. He turned his cheek to the front as he running up for a comeback. I guess I could give you that. I think there's pretty special kind of fun in that. In all my years of living here, you can only ever have out nowhere else. Really, what is it? Cast a reel and Tarek was hooked on it. Came invested in whatever mystery Q had up his line. I'm not gonna tell you. What? Tarek shrieked in a tone so high it scared away a bird who was minding its own business in the tree above. It was hook, line, and sinker. The beat of its wing fluttering through the air matched Q giggling. He brought a hand to his chin and leveled a previous glance at Tamrick. One day you'll understand. Probably. And that was really it. He closed up his lips, folded his arms, and settled in, not explaining for the rest of the walk. Tamrick couldn't accept that, or couldn't get the hint. Questioned him with the passion in her words, getting stronger every time she repeated them. Tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me. Tell me the thing. Tell me the special thing, Q. Tell me the special thing. It was too funny. It's not fair, Q. We can figure it out for sure, Tamrick. Stayed out of that. The mysterious place deep in the woods. The thought of it was so exciting. Please tell us, sorry, Tamrick. We'll have to wait and see. Who wants to bet she never finds out, you do? Come on, Q. You gotta say more than that. You can figure it out for sure, Tamrick. Q didn't disagree, but he still didn't give any more clues. The conversation with Tamrick's attempt Q for info, comments on it, and the snickers that escaped from Q continued while you headed towards your goal. Down that road some more, through a crosswalk, past the main street, taking a turn at the corner. That was when the widest building you've seen so far come into view. There have been taller ones, because that one only had 2 floors. There was a lot of those floors. North Acres Elementary School. The name made sense. You wondered exactly how many acres it had. Dozens of other kids were pouring out from a few different paths and mixing together under the front arches above the giant door. I sat up straight, wanting to do things right. Then you went through the door together. Q and Tamrick stayed even closer to you than walked there. That was a long hall with different doors and staircases on the side. It was shiny and dull, like it'd been cleaned so hard for so long, it everything even more worn down than normal. Poster boards with a bunch of papers, sheets stacked on lined with the sheets stacked on lined the walls. Sheets stacked on lined walls. What? Poster boards with a bunch of papers stacked on lined the walls? Nobody was even looking at them. The messages they had might never have been read. Flora started to check the tile pattern. Some of the kids around make sure to only walk on one of the colors, avoid the other. It makes sense, just needs a comma. And it was loud. There was too much sound from the crowds for the hall to hold. It echoed around, which made it even louder. This place was your school now. He tapped your shoulder and pointed with his other hand. Heard that was his way to say you had to keep going without having to yell so you could hear. He pressed past the other students, making sure he didn't get separated. Step by step, climbed upwards and forwards. Adam waved a hand towards the right door. When he reached the top, you arrived for the first day of class right on time. A little bit of cold you brought inside school on the tip of your nose and over your cheeks had finally drifted off your face. It was nice and warm when you went into your brand new class. 5th grade room, number 24. Smelly people hard at work. Construction paper, crayons, glue. Anything could be made with that. There are tons of leaves stuck to the different colored walls. Climbing around the windows, hanging from the shelves, and sneaking out from behind the board. That's actually really cute. For some of those things. Oh, yeah. I read that. Kids sat together in close groups. The desks were pushed up to make bigger tables. There was just one chair by itself, right at the front or the back of it. Back of the way in the front. I can read. I swear to God I can. The desks were pushed right up to make bigger tables. There's just one chair by itself, right at the front or the back, if the way it in was the front door. Oh my fucking god! Or the back, if the way in the in or the back, if the way in was the front door. Derek took in a loud breath of waxy air. Well, I thought it was gonna be ugly. Me too. With the school, it is ugly. Tamara, why would you think that? My old school is better. It's good. You're surprised, huh? I mean, of you, adorable. Not as bad as my last school. Looks my old kindergarten class, he said, confused. The kindergarten, he said excitedly. Wow, this is way better than my old school. We were quite amazed by how pretty all the decorations. Okay, just classroom. You found it was worse than you had thought. You nodded. This was definitely better than what you were before. It reminds me of you. Horrible. Yeah. Adam chucked his backpack off to the floor. Hit the ground. A puff of air came out, but not totally zipped. Nothing in the place caught his eye, in a good way or a bad one. It was like nothing around him existed. You just watched the entire clip. Chuckled at the faces he. Classes the same for every room, in every grade, every year. Oh, it wasn't that he couldn't see what you did, it was that he'd already seen it 110 times or more. He knew school as well as he knew everything else in the grove. He had his backpack behind him to be up against the wall, never glancing down. There was already a bunch of other bags there, sat one by one along the far side of the room. They're almost completely hidden under a row of hooks that had coats and jackets and stuff cluttered all over them, stacked piles. There weren't enough holders for all the layers people brought. Pretty lucky. This is your first time here, but you're only gonna have to do it once. You're gonna graduate and go to a different school next year. We'll all be new kids then. He talked while he pulled his arms out of the jacket you'd always see him wear so far. He fell on top of a rounded lump of other coats, the hook somewhere below it all. Derek waited, watched, and then she tugged at the end of her scarf to undo the knot. Strapped in. Shocked too. I told you this place was weird and never changed. That make you better? Sounds almost exactly like the notes his backpack made a minute ago. It was different than the entire town, Tamara. Tamara didn't say more words against that. Got on her tiptoes, to sling her untied scarf over the jacket, building the mountain of stuff on the one little hook even higher. Hugh shoved his bandana deep into one of his pockets and lifted up his other shoulder. Right, that class is always the same. Seeing Autumn without his fluffy jacket felt like seeing a lion without his mane. He pulled his arms high across his chest and gazed upon what you were starting to get was his. He had all the pride of a lion, even without the jacket. So cute acted like that. So cute acted like that was it for getting ready. He hadn't taken his gloves off. Gonna wear those to class? Derek held tight to the straps of her bag. It for sure wasn't going the rest of the. That meant she was definitely ready. Already done with the putting your stuff away part of getting. Derek's overalls were the overclothes she had once off. No coat or a cool poncho or anything. The overalls were kind of short, too. They didn't cover her whole legs. Her ankles had long socks, and yellow rubber raped them warm. But you had to wonder if she didn't feel cold the same way most did. You took off your jacket, too. You took off your earmuffs. You took off all your stuff, too. You left your stuff on. You took off all your stuff, too. Scratched a finger into your head when you put your earmuffs up on the wall with everything else. Not having your jacket on made you feel different. You weren't coming or going anymore. You're really staying there in the place for a lot of hours. But all you could do was find a hook pile to leave behind on until I can't speak anymore. I apparently can't speak at all. Hello. Alright, I'm going to be ending now. Beanie has stopped working. I will be streaming this on Sunday, just so we can get it over and done with, because I don't know when they're going to release that new demo. I'd say tomorrow, but I have plans. I if Phoenix XCX X yeah, stopped working completely now. How much is yeah. Night everyone.